Shalom Israel. All praise to the Most High. Yahweh Shah bless. Kahala Bahashim Amashka. Yahweh Shah. We bring forth a new class today on this Sabbath. Hopefully y'all having a good Sabbath out there. The name of this class is going to be Who do you keep company with? Who do you keep company with? Here's the name of the class. Y'all can go ahead and, if you got some on the side, go ahead and pull that. Keep that, Captain. But we're going to dive right into it, because a lot of times we run around here, a lot of times I went to the park the other day and realized when I was around the people there, I felt very uncomfortable. And I couldn't, because they was in other conversations, and my conversation was going to come back to this Bible all the time. So a lot of times I realized, man, I can't be around them like this, because either they gonna shut me off or I'm gonna shut them off, one or the other. Right. So that's when I realized that I can't. You gotta watch who you being around, and we're gonna get into that today. And just sometimes we got friends sometimes that we just don't want to let go. Sometimes you gotta lose some of these friends, man. Sometimes if you lose them friends, you get them back. But you being around them and allowing them to do what they do, they'll be the same, and you might be drawn into them, or they gonna wind up hating each other. You gonna wind up hating one, or they gonna wind up hating, because you're gonna have to bring them this truth. If you in this truth, you have no choice but to keep coming out with it. It's hard not to. I can't do it. It's hard, very hard to be around somebody. They'll say something, you be like, oh, that's such and such. They'll do something, oh, that's what what's his name did in the Bible. Either they gonna start hating you, looking at you crazy, or you gonna be driven off or drive them off, one or the other. But we're gonna start out with Job 34, chapter 10. Chapter 34, verse 10. Salaki. When you get there, read it.
Book of Job, chapter 34, verse 10. Therefore, hearken unto me, ye men of understanding.
Ye men of what?
Understanding.
Ye men of understanding. See, a lot of times people don't understand you. A lot of your friends you think understand, they have no clue what you're talking about sometimes. So a lot of times it's best to be around people of understanding. Go ahead.
Far be it from God that he should do wickedness, and from the Almighty that he should commit iniquity.
And a lot of times we're gonna be seen by the Most High what we're doing. Far be it that he should be out there sinning. That's why you need to be around men of understanding, because a lot of times y'all gotta understand it. And then y'all done told some of them the truth a little bit. They waiting to see you fall. It's chewing gum to the side of your mouth into the sin. They waiting to see it. Maybe that's sin. I think he did something wrong. They looking for something on you. They looking for something on you. Let's go ahead, read the next one.
Verse 11. For the work of a man shall he render unto him, and cause every man to find according to his ways.
See, the Most High gonna give you everything that you do. He the one gonna give you what you need to do according to your ways, according to your works. The people that he put around you, according to your work. But you got to be diligent in the Most High to get the right people around you, because if you wicked, guess who we going to bring around you? Wickedness. Then you're going to be like, man, I thought he was cool. No, he ain't. But he around you because that's how you was. Drop down to verse 34.
Job 34 and 34.
Yeah, we finishing that?
Yeah.
Go to 34.
Job 34 and 34. Let men of understanding tell me, and let a wise man hearken unto me.
He said, let a man of understanding tell me, and let a wise man hearken unto me. Don't let these other people be out there giving y'all no kind of advice, man. Even though they sound good. You think when you was in the world, you had some brothers sound great. Man, don't let them get them. They don't understand this truth. Yeah, they don't even understand the wicked world that they live in. Let alone understand what's this truth about. They don't understand it. He said, let a man of understanding. That's what y'all, that's why you got to be around. That's why he said, gather together, O nation not desire. Because first of all, people in the world don't understand nothing that we doing in here. They ain't going to church on Sunday tomorrow because the government told them, shut it down. We doing what the Most High say on the Sabbath because it was commanded of. They don't understand that. Y'all ain't got no mask on. Well, we trust in the Most High. I thought that's what y'all was teaching in them churches, wasn't it? Pastor been tapping everybody on the head. Everybody been here every week. Now the COVID came out, now the power ran out.
And guess what? That's the epitome of having faith with works.
Mm-hmm.
Because we believe that, guess what? By our faith, the Most High God gonna protect us. Just like you say in the scriptures, if we keep in the commandments. So those two go one and one in the same.
Mm-hmm. And that faith strengthens your, that works strengthens your faith. Because when you're doing God's work, when it's time you need help, you know God is gonna help you because I've been doing what the Most High say. I won't put that back on him. The Most High, I've been doing what you tell me to do. I believe that you can do this also. You did everything else. And that works together, man. And you can't have one without the other. You can have faith all day, but you ain't gonna believe in your faith because you ain't got no works behind it. You don't know, well, I don't know, I ain't been doing what the Most High say. So he might not do what I ask. Then there your faith blown up because you ain't got no works behind it. And when you put works behind that faith or faith behind that works, all of it go together. And that's what they missing in that church that they gonna be doing on their live Sunday morning. You finish that out?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Sirach chapter 9. Keep your apocrypha in hand because we're gonna be using that some. Keep it by your side. Don't put it in your pocket after we get out this scripture. Sirach chapter 9, verse 10.
Go to Sirach chapter 9, verse 10. Forsake not an old friend.
It says, forsake not an old friend. Man, it's not talking about friends in the world now. Because that's what a lot of people got. I got to, my girlfriend, she, I got to stay, no, my homeboy, no, man. He said, forsake not a friend. The old friend that you come in this truth with. Hopefully you be in this truth long enough that they become old friends. That's what y'all should be. This old friend right here, an old one when we first came in the truth. Right after I came in the truth, he came. This is about my oldest friend in here. He said, forsake not an old friend. Read.
Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him.
See, the ones y'all coming in the truth with, them the ones that's going to be faithful to you throughout your life. A new one, yeah, they going to come in that door. Be friendly as all outdoors. Then the same one's gonna be walking right out that door too. But that old friend gonna be still right there, coming to class with you. Man, you going, calling you, making sure you on your point A, or y'all you going to Wednesday class where you need to be. So that's what an old friend will do. Tell you, but ain't you tripping. New friend, they just trying to get along. They ain't gonna tell you nothing. Laugh with you. You ain't even funny, but they'll laugh every time you say something. Trying to just get along. That's the new friend. Go ahead.
For the new is not comparable to him. A new friend is as new wine. When it is old, thou shalt drink it with pleasure.
That new friend is as new wine. You know, new wine, you put that new wine, it ain't that good when you first make it. You let it sit there and become friends, get to know each other for a while. Now when you drink, now when you conversate with your new friend, now it's pleasurable. Because now you know him, they know you. You understand him, he understands you. Or her, in y'all's case. Now, when we speak, it's pleasurable. Otherwise, it was just uncomfortable trying to get to know somebody. Sometimes it be fake anyway. That's why you gotta try. We're gonna get through all that type of stuff. Let's go to did we finish 11? No, go ahead. No, go. Let me finish.
11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end.
He said, envy not the glory of a sinner. A lot of times when we get new friends, you don't know if they be sinning or not. Some of them be just mouth running, you know. Be all good. And boy, again, sometimes adversity come up and you'll see if you're your friend or not. Man, my lights went off, man. I need $100. Man, God. They don't never have it when you need it, but expect you to have it every time they need it, though. See, but when you got old friends, you already know. That nigga barely making it on his own. I don't even ask him no more. Or I know his situation. Or I know I can depend on him, or if I can't depend on him. Because this some I got friends, some of them I know well, they barely be making it like a something, but ain't no reason asking him for money. This one I know he probably well off, he alright with. I can ask him for this and it won't be that bad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all that's what you get to know. That's knowing somebody. We like to get friends, boy. As soon as they come in, I'm in the truth. Hey, how you, man? I'll be looking back and alright. See how long you'll be here. Cause we done seen that door, boy. That ain't no but a revolving door right there, man. We done seen that door. That's why we don't trip. We done seen that door just keep going around.
Over and over.
Over. Come in, go out. Come in, go out. We done seen them have friends on one day, and at the whole house the next day.
And the next day you at camp, we teaching. He come out here smoking squares, got weed fired up and everything, man. Hugged all the way out, man. Gone with the wind. But then the same brothers that you just said, man, I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's up, bro? Like I say, man, you can't come up to the camp, man, and they gone. They mind gone.
I mean, mine be gone, man. I'm talking about going against everything that y'all just learned.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we don't even have to do the commandments, really, man. Because he didn't want to in the first place. Man, we done seen them all, boy. Loving the commandments. Call themselves trying to do them next week. Man, I heard a dude on YouTube say we ain't got to do the commandments, man. We don't even got to go to class, they say. Next thing know, they ain't here at all, man.
They say it's going to get a lot of people killed, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep, dang sure is. Go ahead. No. Let's go to Isaiah 27:11. You want a 12? You want a 12? Go ahead. Well, let's go back and get 12. Let's go back. That is a hard hit one. It wasn't the point of mine. I didn't want to get off of it. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit it right quick, though. Go back to Sirach, chapter 9. We're going to read verse 12. Brother want to ask you about this.
Book of Sirach, chapter 9, verse 12.
Y'all listen to it, though. Y'all really, really listen to 12. Go ahead.
Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in.
Do what?
Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in.
Man, that alone right there, it says delight not in the thing that the ungodly got pleasure in. They got pleasure in all this world. The rap, the music. And well, man, that's the hardest thing for me, boy. The music just makes, man, you can pass a car now and it makes you sick. Like, what the heck are they listening to? I can't even when they jamming, you be like, man, talking about nothing, the same 6 subjects that the rest of them talking about. Like, 6 subjects, every rapper's rapping the same thing. Some of them rap all 6 in one song. But it's the same thing. How many hoes they got, how much money they got, how many drugs they do, which drugs they do, how many people they done killed. How many people they done dodged killing them? Same, it's the same. All of them. Listen to every one of them. I'll take that back. Take my word for it. Don't go listening to them. Y'all get caught up. Take my word for it. They ain't rapping about nothing no more. But I'm just saying, man. Read that again,
Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember, they shall not go unpunished until their grave.
They shall not go unpunished. They be looking like they having fun. They are. They be having fun because we had fun when we was in the world. We was having fun, you know what I'm saying? Them parties was fun. The club was fun. Porn was fun. Sin was fun. But guess what? You don't repent from that, you ain't gonna get them. You ain't going unpunished. You ain't going unpunished. And they not either. So don't take pleasure in what they doing. Because believe me, you just let them go. Go ahead. Go ahead and let them, because they gonna get punished. And if you gonna partake in that, you gonna get punished too. That's it on that one. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go to Isaiah 27 and 11. Glad that goes right back. We needed that 12 to go right with what we're going to read now.
Isaiah 27, verse 11. When the bows thereof are withered, they shall be broken off.
They'll be broken off. Go ahead.
The women come and set them on fire. For it is a people of no understanding.
And that's exactly what happens. We got people of no understanding that you be dealing with. When this stuff start going down, they ain't gonna understand what you're gonna be trying to tell them. Hey, we gotta go. Because the Bible tells us when that happened, what? We ain't supposed to be trying to go downstairs and collect our stuff. We're supposed to be gone, getting up out of the house. They gonna be sitting up, no, we gotta get this. I need my TV. For what? There ain't gonna be no electricity. Y'all grabbing stuff. They gonna be holding you back. Man, you better go on. So they ain't gonna be ready for this. They not gonna be ready. They not gonna be able to take heed to the warning that we've been learning, that you've been learning. And y'all gonna be trying to say them, and y'all gonna be drugged back behind, trying to help a lot of these people out. Come on, they ain't understanding why you. They gonna be like, why you running? Remember that movie? What's that movie? Golly, Hollywood Show. Nobody seen that? Robert Townsend, when they was escaping, and it was a slave dude behind. Why is y'all running? Pastor be good to us. He feed us on Sundays. He beat us on Monday. He whoop us on Tuesday. And he just going down the line. And that's what they're going to be doing when you trying to leave. You're going to be trying to run, and they're going to be trying to figure out why y'all running.
Okay, the reason why you running? Because his sheep heard his voice.
Exactly.
That's why you running, man. They can't hear the God. They can't hear the Most High God, and you can't. And they got a problem with you because you can hear him, and they can't hear him, man.
And when that trumpet blows, it's gonna be like a dog whistle. Only the Israelites, only ones follow commandments can hear it. They gonna be like, you don't hear that? I gotta go. They not gonna understand. Why you running? Man, you don't hear that trumpet? Well, we hear it, and we take heed to it. Go ahead.
Therefore, he that made them will not have mercy on them, and he that formed them will show them no favor.
See, man, y'all go run with him. He ain't gonna have mercy on them. So if you out running around with him, how he gonna pick you apart? He gonna be like, y'all must hang together. Y'all must do the same thing. He ain't gonna have mercy on him, so he might not. He ain't gonna have mercy on you neither. And you gonna try to explain it. Well, what had happened was he called me, and I came over here, so we wound up. They ain't got mercy on you neither, man. Know who you hang around with too. You finish that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Third class book, 1 of 1.
So the first, 2 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature.
See, when you got in this truth, you not even you no more. You not even the same person no more. But some of y'all like your shadow. Some of y'all like to go back and look at your shadow, what you used to do. I ain't never seen none of y'all go to that mirror, stand to the side and let your shadow get in there. Some of y'all looking back at your shadow thinking it was looking good. No, that's just a shadow. You really ain't got nothing on it. But we love that thing though, that we go back and see what happened back there. What am I missing? Nothing. You ain't missing nothing. Same stuff when you left. Nothing. You ain't missing a goddamn thing. Go ahead.
Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away.
The ways you used to do stuff is not no more. It shouldn't be. There shouldn't be nobody in here. Everybody should feel a change in their life, that they have made some kind of change. And everybody should be, people look at you and thinking something different. You don't even sound the same no more. Your conversation shouldn't be the same no more. The way you walk it shouldn't be the same no more. I know you women, they probably saying, why y'all got all the time got them things on y'all head? Why y'all always got on the dress? Men all the time. Why you got this beard? I thought you was a pretty boy. Now you looking like Moses. That should be a compliment to the Israelites. Thank you. What you mean, thank you? I was trying to talk bad about you. Thank you. Love what you just said about what the Most High said. That mean you telling me I'm doing right. Thank you. I praise you. I appreciate it. I don't praise him, but I appreciate it. Go ahead.
Behold, all things are become new.
Man, you new. New. Man, y'all need to treat yourself like you treat them goddamn New Jordan. You got them New Jordans on, boy, you be watching for everything. Hey, man, hold on. Hey. You ain't trying to get nothing touched. But now you got a new body, new mindset. Now, how you gonna let everybody throw all the trash in your mind? Hold on, no, man, this ain't that, nah, this trash bag don't work like that no more. No, this ain't, only good stuff going here. Recyclable stuff going here. You can't just put that old nasty banana up in here. No, I need some recycled stuff going in this trash. This new bag I just put in there. So now you new. You can't be letting anybody bringing y'all anything no more. Forget that. I don't care about your philosophy. Because Negroes will talk to you, boy, that sounds good. You'll fall for it. You'll fall straight for it. Man, you go right in the church tomorrow. If you're not prepared, and pastor will sound terrific to you if you don't know nothing about this truth. T.D. Jakes will make you get up and stomp your feet and shout and do all that other stuff if you don't know this truth. And that Negro be doing nothing but trying to get your pocket. That's it. That's it. You knew. Keep yourself shining, man. I bet you if I give any one of y'all a new car, y'all will be washing it tomorrow. Hold on, now, man, don't sit right there. You ain't gonna let anybody just sit on your new car. I just bought this yesterday. Ain't nobody can just come in. Yeah, man, you better get off my car. Keep your stuff looking new. If you new, keep yourself looking new. You do that with anything in the world. Some of these Negroes got Jordan that y'all bought 10 years ago. Toothbrushes and everything been on them. Tired. Tussed up. You spraying all, you making sure it stay new. But then it come to your soul. You got a whole new spirit. And now you just gonna let anybody come over there and I'm gonna sit my drink right here. Man, you better get your drink off my soul. Now you think this is, don't you see this new? And that's how we gotta be with ourselves, man. Watch that, you a new creature.
We get a precept, man.
Go ahead,
The Colossians 2 and 8. Same thing while going into, man. Same thing I'll go into. Man, when we new creatures, man, that's what, man. You have to shake some of these people out, man. Because everybody ain't trying to give you no good advice, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these people trying to run you down in the mud, man. When you get there, I'll read that.
Colossians 2 and 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
He said, beware of these people, man. Beware of the people, man. That try to spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit, man. Read on, out.
After the tradition of men.
After tradition of men, man, because everybody got the new conversation, man. You heard about such and such? They always got something going, man. But when you bring the Bible to them, sometimes when you bring the Bible to them, they don't want to hear it, man. If I'm gonna talk to Brew about basketball, I'm gonna dang sure talk to Brew about the word, man.
Yeah.
If basketball might be 5 minutes of our conversation, but the rest of 45 minutes of our conversation gonna be straight about the Bible.
Yep. We got a scripture for that too. I'm gonna get to that later.
Read on, now.
After the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
After the rudiments of this world, but not after Christ, because Christ is the Word of God, man. So that's the reason why you can't let people suck you into that situation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these people just they don't want the word of the Most High. They don't want it, man. We gotta shake these people off, man.
And that's what he hit. And I bring it as that because that's exactly what when it's talking about. Hey, you got a new vehicle. Don't be letting nobody dump no philosophy in your vehicle, man. Don't let nobody put their vain deceit up in your vehicle. And don't let nobody come back and try to put. That's the same thing got your old vehicle nasty. Now y'all should know what got your vehicle nasty. Don't let them come back and put that in your my new one. I got a brand new one. Better come dirty this up with that Black Lives Matter. Let's go marching. Nah, that we did that before. That was trash. We know it don't work. We did all that. We went and voted before. That was trash. Don't bring that back up to me. I got Deuteronomy 17 and 15 now. Some new stuff. Don't go with my old stuff no more. Let's go back. Now let's go to 2 Corinthians 6. Just down the street. Chapter 6 and verse 14. Y'all heard this a whole lot. Everybody, boy, when he's in the church, boy, they should say this all the time and be unequally yoked all day long, too, boy. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
With who?
With unbelievers.
It says, be ye not yoked with unbelievers, man. How can you be around people that don't even believe this Bible like you do? And they'll tell you, I do believe what you're saying. But how come you ain't doing what they say then? You don't believe it. Because if you believe it, you'll fear the Most High God and you'll be wanting to do it too. Because to believe this meaning, you got fear. Fear make you do something. Fear make you react.
Well, brother, got the precept to believe. Like we say, we always want to bag that thing up. We bring that precept out constantly. Brother Barakaya, what you got out?
It's all right, 32 and 25.
Praise God. Believing, just like Captain Maccabee said, is an action word. If you believe something, you doing an action to show that you believe something. Just like we believe in the Most High God, guess what? We're going to prove that by what? Keeping the commandments.
Yep.
Doing what He's telling us to do inside of the scriptures.
I'm glad you say that, so don't be fooled because people telling you, I believe the Most High. I believe in everything you saying.
And that's the thing. Our counterparts, our brothers and sisters, we hope they come about it in Christianity. But guess what? They use that as in words only. They don't use that in deed. And that's the difference between us and brothers and sisters that's in Christianity, that's of Israelite descent. You know, they think it's just saying it gonna get them to the kingdom. No, you got to bag it up with action.
Yep. And when you hear that word, when you hear them, I believe. I always look for this at the end. But
What that precept for right?
Sirach chapter 32, verse 24.
so when they say this, when they say I believe this, I believe what you said, it's always a word coming right behind that. But. And that but means the heck with what you just said. He finna go against what he just came up with. What he just said he believed in. He finna give you something against what he just said. And a lot of times when they speak to somebody, that's exactly what they do. Such and such. But, oh shoot. That's why I cut them off on the street when I hear that. But, I stop them. I'm gonna jump right in because I know what they're gonna do. Contradict everything that they just said. Try it whenever you get a chance. The conjunction but. And see what happens. Every time you say but, or they say but, believe me, that's behind that, meaning they don't give a dang what you just said, or a thing what I just said. I'm gonna go against what you said and what I just said. Finish on that one?
No.
Go ahead. No, we got to
2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness?
Say that again.
For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness?
And the Bible asking the question, what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? How can y'all fellowship? You're like, man, hold on. None of that don't fit. That's like me trying to put on a size 3. I wear a size 15. It don't fit. I just be wasting my time trying to get my foot in that shoe.
You put your toe in there.
Yeah, and maybe if I move it over to the right, it'll go in there. No, it ain't work. Don't fit.
That's the answer to the question when you read Amos 3 and 3. Can two walk together?
I got that.
Yeah.
We're going there.
Come.
We're going to go there.
That ain't your answer to all questions.
Yeah. We're going to go there. Better yet, we can get it right now. Go ahead. Now, finish this out, then we go get it.
Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion has light with darkness?
Say that again.
And what communion has light with darkness?
Hold on before we even go there. I want to do something else. Let's go to first. Let's go to Genesis chapter 1, verse 3. I'm gonna show you that you had this. Most I've been, man, this book is so great, man. Most I've been doing the same thing from the beginning to the end. Ain't nothing changed. That's why people get so confused because they think something changed. No, it was a plan from the beginning to the end. This whole thing, he got it all planned. It ain't how we think, because we can't think like the Most High. But the Most High is brilliant at all his works. So he didn't just have this stuff going on to say these words for nothing at the beginning. They also mean something all the way towards the end of this book. Go ahead, start at chapter 1, start at 3.
Genesis 1 and 3. And God said, let there be light, and there was light.
Go ahead.
And God saw the light, that it was good.
It was what?
It was good. And God divided the light from the darkness.
He divided the light from the darkness. The light he called, he said, that's good. It was dark already. And now he put a light there. He divided the light from the dark. Divided, separated. He didn't put them together. He separated. This is from the beginning. Same thing he's telling you way back when we just come out of the other book. Lightning and darkness. They can't be, they don't, like oil and water. They gonna automatically separate. You ain't gotta do nothing but put them together. And they gonna do their own thing. Separate. That's what they gonna do. Like a bad marriage is what they gonna do. Separate. Let's go to, stay in Genesis. And I had to skip around. Go to 15. Same chapter.
Genesis 1 and 15. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and it was so.
Because who the Most High said y'all was? The light of the world. And that was good. So how you think you gonna fit in when you going in the darkness? You think you gonna blend in? You light. You can't blend in. If anything, you finna go in there and expose everything.
Brother Nathan, y'all, what's the light according to the Bible? Give me now, Brother King. Brother, be on them precepts.
Proverbs 6 and 23.
All praise.
There you go.
The light according to the Bible is the keeping of the commandments.
But yet, let's get it.
Here for edification for new brothers and sisters that's in there. All praise.
Yeah. I want to make sure some faces just look like, huh? So, let's get it.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
What?
And the law is light.
The law is light. So if you go by the law, that means you was in him and he was in you. So therefore you are a light. And you bringing out the laws of the Most High. So the people in darkness, they can't comprehend it.
Read that one more time, the chapter and the verse. The whole thing.
Proverbs 6 and 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
And they are the way of life. So a lot of times when you correct them, see, they don't like, the darkness can't comprehend it. Because when you trying to tell your people about this truth, they can't, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. You getting them law.
You got another precept?
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead.
you got it.
Psalms 119, 105.
Brothers, learning something, boy. All praise. Let's now we in go back to Genesis. Let me get this other one. No. I don't want Genesis right now. Let's go to John 1 and 5. We come back over to what's name in a second, but I want to get these off there too. I'm gonna get the angle. That's St. John, that is. 1 and 5. I'm going to show you something. Just like that, we learned about light at the beginning of the Bible, right? Now we way down over there, way back here. Now let's read that.
The book of St. John, chapter 1, verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
Read that again.
And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not.
Same thing he did at the beginning. The dark don't comprehend. If you in this truth, they don't comprehend what you're saying. The only thing you're going to do, you're going to turn their light on, or they're going to blow yours out. And I don't think you want to be walking around here with a blown out light. I got a busted light on that car. I don't even like driving the car because the light out.
So in Genesis, where Captain Maccabee just went, we know Genesis chapter 1, verse 7 and 6 was going into the light. But when you go to the book of John, who also was that light?
Christ.
The house.
Right.
And what was he?
The light of the world.
He was the law.
Mm-hmm.
All this is see how all this pieced together, man? That's why I told y'all this is the most glorious thing y'all ever seen. And man, especially when you start piecing it together, man, when you got a puzzle, when you first start, boy, you throw that box out there with all them little pieces, it look like, man. But when you start putting it together, you start feeling better. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I can see the trees now. I can see you start seeing the picture. This Bible just like that.
And that's why, like you say, even coming into this truth, you start to look at the Bible even with new eyes. Because we know that many scriptures have brothers, double meanings.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to start looking through the scriptures through those double lens eyes. When you reading certain things, seeing if it precept was somewhere else, you know, to kind of make the comparison, to kind of take your understanding to another level.
All praise. Let's go back to 2 Corinthians. That's chapter 6. And what did we start at? We're still on 14. So now when y'all looking at these scriptures now, y'all can put all that stuff together. What is light? Who is the light? The law, and it's Yahweh Shah. Now you can start seeing the light in the world. Y'all got the light. The light is in y'all. Darkness can't comprehend. See all this stuff piecing together, man. Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 6 and 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion has light with darkness?
See, if y'all claiming to be in this light, what y'all got to do with everybody else in the world? They in darkness. So what do you got in common? What do you got? That means either you ain't in the light, or you ain't in this truth, or you ain't keeping these commandments. Or you doing some of y'all might just be lukewarm. Look at one foot, you can see the foot because it's got light on. Look at the other foot, it's dark. Can't see it. Because y'all in both places. He's going to spew you out your mouth anyway. So you might as well pick a side. At least if you're in darkness, at least when light shining upon it, you might be able to come up out of darkness.
And he said, what communion had light with darkness? The definition of communion, the sharing or exchanging intimate thoughts or feelings, especially when the exchange is a mental or spiritual level.
Man, read that again, Art.
The sharing or exchanging of intimate thoughts and feelings, especially when the exchange is on a mental or spiritual level.
Exactly. So, I mean, spiritually, mentally, what can y'all be talking about? Because the person in darkness talk about stuff that's going on in darkness. See, go ahead, Art.
Let me get Galatians chapter 2 and verse 14. Like I said, how's we over here trying to live in the light, but then you are people that's in the dark, and you ain't bringing in this truth. At some point in time, that darkness is gonna rub back off.
Oh yeah.
So that's why it's paramount. It ain't that we don't deal with our people, but when we hang out, you should be hanging out with like-minded people so that we can stay in the light. Read that out. Galatians 2 and 14. But when I saw that they walked not uprightly, according to the truth.
Read verse 11 right quick.
Verse 11. But when Peter was come to Antioch, I withstood him to the face, because he was to be blamed.
This is Paul saying, I withstood Peter to his face because he was to be blamed. Let's see why. Read verse 14.
But when I saw that they walked not uprightly, according to the truth of the gospel.
What did they do?
Walked not uprightly according to the truth of the gospel. I said unto Peter, before them all, if thou, being a Jew, livest after the manner of Gentiles, and not as do the Jews, why compellest thou the Gentiles to live as do the Jews?
Read verse 15.
We who are Jews by nature, and not sinners of the Gentiles.
So how is we sit up here hanging out with people that ain't trying to do nothing in the truth, and you gonna try to convince them, but you hanging out with them, you ain't finna convince them of nothing, because you gonna fall into doing the same stuff they do.
Yeah.
Because we used to do that before. It's like, I compare this to AA. For you to get off of alcohol or drugs, you gotta hang with people that's not doing alcohol and drugs. But if you go back to that same spot where you was doing it at, with those same people you was doing that, you gonna fall off the wagon. And how you gonna convince them to do anything? You just gonna look like a hypocrite. So that's basically what Paul was saying to Peter, man, you a hypocrite.
He checked Peter, man. Peter was the head apostle, man. He checked him. He
Yeah.
said, I told him before all.
You wrong. And if any of us is doing that, you can't be in the light, hanging out with the darkness. This is where the light at right here. But I'm just gonna go to the hood with the homies, man. I'm gonna bring them this truth. If it's 15 of them and one of you, as soon as the situation get heated up, you finna get beat out. You ain't even got another brother with you. What you talking about, man? I'm trying to talk to them about the Bible. No, you're not. You trying to see what they doing. You cannot compel anybody to come back to being an Israelite if you being a Gentile.
He said, live it like Paul was saying. He told Peter before them all. This is verse 14. I told Peter before them all, if thou being a Jew, livest after the manner of Gentiles. He said, you living like them. You doing like what they doing, man.
You a natural Jew.
As a matter of fact, in verse 9, he said, and when James, Cephas, and John, who seemed to be pillars, perceived the grace, Salaki, they ain't want to go ahead, out. They ain't want to
Praise it. You got what you doing from those.
Yeah.
But just like I was saying, you got all these people amongst you because they was following Peter around, man. But you living the way they living, man. And not because, man, just think about Peter walked right along with Christ. Christ handed down to Peter, man, to make sure things was in order, man. That's why Paul came and checked him, man.
And that should show you how tough that is. If Peter walked with Christ and he still fell in the dealing with good brothers, how much more, how do you stand a chance? Peter walked with Christ and he still fell into temptation dealing with these brothers, man. Because that stuff is enticing. Yeah, at first you start off teaching the word to them, but you stick around long enough, next thing you know, oh man, these chicks looking nice, man. What y'all drinking on, man? Yeah, man, I'm just chilling for a minute. I gotta go. I'm just chilling. Next thing you know, you hanging out.
Every day.
Every day. But he walked with Christ. We babes in this truth trying to get right, and you think you strong enough to go back to where you was at with them same brothers. Nah, man, it don't work like that, man.
Let me get another precept. Give me Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11.
Yeah, go ahead. You good? Better start at 6. You go right the last.
And even like the brothers is going into, brothers and sisters should feel some type of way. If you've been in this truth long enough, you should feel some type of way about being around people that's not keeping the commandments. Like we said, if you're not feeling some type of way, brothers and sisters, y'all gotta check your spirit, man. You know, you got to be. Because like you say, you start to find yourself, like Captain Nehemiah say, having those thoughts. Because that's one of the hardest things to do in this truth is what? Control your thoughts. You know, that makes it harder when you're being around unrighteous people. Read that.
Ephesians chapter 5, verse 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words.
Because a lot of times, guess what? You being around the brothers, being around the old hood sisters, guess what? They can deceive you with vain words. You seeing the things that they have, brother got plenty cars, cash and clothes. Guess what? Those are vain words, and even just by looking at them, can put that thought in your mind like, dang, I want to go back into the world. You know, I like how they looking. I like how the brother dress. I like how he getting down and getting money. Read on up.
Then you start questioning your own self.
That's right.
That's what you learned. Go ahead.
For because of these things, cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience.
But the Most High said, don't be deceived, brothers and sisters, because guess what? The wrath may come across them sooner than you think. That's why they'll probably get pimped up by the laws, you know, or guess what? Get killed by another brother. Sisters in the hood fighting amongst each other. These things are the wrath that the Most High God brings upon us. Read on up.
Because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Be not ye therefore partakers with them.
Read verse 7 again.
Be not ye therefore partakers with them.
The Most High God is telling us plainly right there. Don't be partakers with them. They see that they love the world. That's what the scripture tells us. 1 John 2:15. Love not the world. Neither the things that's in the world. So if you love in the world, guess what? The Most High God is telling us we can't be followers of him. Read on up.
For be not ye therefore partakers with them. For ye were sometimes darkness.
For we were sometimes in sin, because guess what? We weren't always knowing of this truth. You know, we have to be woken up to this truth, to the true truth of the Bible. Read on up.
But now are ye light in the Lord.
But now we are keeping the commandments to the best of our abilities, man. Read on up.
Walk as children of light.
Read that again.
Walk as children of light.
Walk as children of the commandments, just to make it plain. Guess what? Being children of the commandments, you let your light shine. People can see, oh, guess what? He's not that same brother no more. That sister's not the same sister no more. Read on up.
For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth.
In what?
And for the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth.
What is the fruit of the Spirit? Any brothers got that? What is the fruit of the Spirit, brother Isma? I picked you because you hit that mother on point the last time.
Galatians 5:22.
Right. All praise, God. Read on, out.
For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth.
All of that is going into what? Goodness is what? The commandments. Righteousness is the commandments, and what? The truth is the commandments. All those things mean the same thing. Read on out.
Proving what is acceptable unto the Lord.
And guess what? The Most High God will put that in there to see what you're going to do. He'll put a wicked brother in your path, or have you to cross paths with them, or go to the hood, because sometimes we stay in the hood. You know, so we can't avoid it, but these are the ways that the Most High God proves us. Let me see if this nigga's going to stay around for longer than 30 minutes. Let me see if sister's going to linger around just to see what's going on. Let me see what the tea is, sister. You know, all these different type of things. This is how the Most High God proves us. Read on out.
Hold on, let me explain something too. He allowed a tempter to tempt you. Because Most High don't tempt you. He allowed a tempter to tempt you. Because every temptation is a thing about temptation. The devil, when he hear, I can tempt him, oh yeah, I'm gonna get him. He coming at you. See, but the Most High got a temptation. When he allowed that temptation, the devil gonna tempt you, trying to break you down. The Most High allowed that temptation to build you up. Because when that temptation comes, and because what was Jesus done? When Yahweh was led to the tempter, and he led him over there. Yeah, go get tempted now. But it's a difference. The devil gonna try to kill you with the temptation. The Most High said, no, because when he denied all that, I'm building him up. That's right. Stronger. Go ahead now.
This is the verse that I wanted to get to. Read this out.
And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
But what out?
But rather reprove them.
But rather what?
Reprove them.
But the scripture said, if you don't be around them, guess what? Let them know about this truth.
Rather reprove them, yeah.
Correct them. Let them know, sisters, guess what? According to the Bible, Deuteronomy 22:5. Brother, according to the Bible, guess what? You got to wear a beard. According to the Bible, guess what? You need to be keeping the Sabbath, the Saturday Sabbath, instead of what? The Sunday Sabbath. According to the Bible, guess what? We shouldn't keep our birthdays. We shouldn't celebrate what? Christmas. We shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving. This is what you should be doing if you have to be around, because it's impossible. Look how many people in here that's in the truth. And then look how many people that's not in the truth outside of the world. So you're going to be around them. But if you're going to be around, let them know about this truth. Bring that up.
I know you got it. Was Sirach 27:12, man. It's a whole lot of ways I want to go. It's so many precepts I want to pull right now. But I do not want to get into your class. But Proverbs 11:1 say, have a just balance. Like, you got to understand that I get a great point. Yeah, we down around from the hood. So you go be around some partners sometime. You go run into Negroes that you really don't want to run into. But Proverbs 11 and 1 say, have a just balance. No, like I brought out. You don't want to have 15 hoods and thugs with you, and you by yourself in a situation that you know, man, can I get myself out of this? But if you do happen to go to the park or something, and you see some brothers, read this Sirach 27:12.
Now hold up. Sirach 27 and 12 precept with Ephesians 5 and 11.
That's right.
I'll read 5. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 27 and verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet.
So if you do just happen to come around people, partners, old partners that was in the world you was with, read on.
Observe the time.
Do what?
Observe the time.
Well, you know what, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm about to get on out of here, man. You know, brothers out here done fired up 7 blunts at one time. Everybody out here done hit a blunt together. You know what? I'm observing the time. It's time for me to go.
We say, and with that, we say shalom.
And with that, I say shalom. But where you going? Hey, I ain't gonna lie to him. Hey, man, I ain't with that. I can't get jiggy with that, man. Like I say, sometimes you gotta reprove them. Y'all know y'all ain't supposed to be spoken, man. Come on, man. We know we can't do that.
And guess what? When you reprove them, they ain't gonna want to be around you no way.
That's what I was gonna say. The more you start bringing this Bible out, man, I can promise you. Yeah, it's a division coming in there anyway. Because you keep on bringing this Bible out. I do it, man, I promise. When you come around, I done seen them. Well, I pull up at the park sometime. What's up? Oh, man, what's happening? I got to, hey, my girl just called. I got to go. They be getting away from you. You be like, hey, everybody just burnt off. Because they see you coming around. They know what you finna do. And that's how that should be. You should be able to clear her. You should be able to go to the party and everybody, the music go off. Be scratching everything. And when the party over, that was the last call. Hold on, it was 9 o'clock.
I said, these niggas in here with this Bible again.
Yeah. And that's how you supposed to be around a lot of people. Here that lady come. She finna start talking about that Bible.
They gotta look and see where you at, like, there you go.
But read that. I got this. You right, I do got it. Yeah, I got that. But read it again. I want to bring
the book of Sirach, chapter 27 and verse 12.
Go ahead, and then I'll bring it. I just want Go ahead.
If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time.
Observe the time. That means, look, don't be spending a whole lot of time. Y'all need to be going, okay, that's too long around here. Y'all got to be ready to, hey, you love your family. I know you love your family. But don't get over that, man. I'm trying to tell y'all to be, boy, you be pork sandwich up out of that son of a gun. But I just ate a lit pork. Let me repent. That bratwurst so looked good. I had to take a bite out of it. You knew it was pork. And I'm telling you, that's why I say, hey, how y'all doing? Hey, mama. Hey, daddy. Bye, mama. Bye, daddy. Gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. You gone, baby? Yeah. But yeah, that's all you stay. That's no. I know. I love y'all. Y'all need me? Call me. And go on. Because if you sit around, you're gonna be partakers in that thing. I just went over there and they was just I was just gonna wait and get a piece of cake. Yeah, now you celebrating the birthday. Now you got the thing in your mouth. And the dunce hat on your head. And all you was just that little bit you sat around, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me blow out one of the candles. You making a wish too. That's all I tell you, man. Know that time. No, I gotta go. They be looking at you weird in the mud. That's like my brother. My brother, I promise you, boy, my brother right there, he ain't gonna stay at your house. I used to live in Mansfield. He lived way over in Grand Prairie. He drive all the way out there. And I promise you, he ain't gonna be, we used to laugh, because he ain't gonna be there for 15 minutes. I was like, he drove all the way to Mansfield. He'd come in your house, say hello, how y'all doing, son. And all right then, I get at y'all. We should be like, man, that came all the way out here. He not staying at your house that long. He not finna get in none of your stuff. Y'all, hey, I just came to say hello. How y'all doing? And I'm gone. And that's how we gotta be around. Man, look, observe that time. And I'm glad he brought that out because I was gonna get to it anyway. Observe that time you around me. Because if you ain't talking the Bible, get the heck up out of there. But did you finish that?
Brothers, make sure y'all writing that down, man.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that thing gonna come up at camp. Brothers gonna be out there looking silly, man. Cause I'm sure we'll be looking dead at you. Like, brother, we just went over that in class.
Mm-hmm.
Write that thing down, man.
Finish
Don't be ashamed to write in your Bible.
I'm glad that this is what I wanted off that second part of that.
Where's Shania at? Shania, don't be ashamed to write in your Bible. Where you at? Because I'm calling him out just like I called him out last week since he claimed he didn't hear us for a whole year telling his brother that.
Right, Sirach chapter 27 verse 12. If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding.
See, when you're among men of understanding, people around, you ain't got to worry about the times. Be around men of understanding. When you're around the rest of them, you better be watching the time. You can get relaxed when you come around men of understanding. That's why we get so relaxed when we have these holidays. We been forgetting about work. I done forgot about work. Oh man, I gotta go to work tomorrow. It's too because I'm around men of understanding. I ain't worried about time. That's what it tells you continually be around. The Bible keep telling us that. But boy, we be loving them sucker Negroes, and they done got over on us and everything. I ain't paid you back $5 from 5 years ago, and you still won't hang around. And then y'all get to drinking for my $5. Man, get away, bro. Verse 13. He said go 13.
I'm glad you said that because I was about to pull it no matter what.
Go ahead.
Verse 13. The discourse of fools is irksome.
The what?
The discourse of fools is irksome.
And I know y'all get tired of arguing with these dang on fools, man.
It is, man.
It is one of the worst things. But now some of us don't get tired because some of them like to argue with it. And that's why sometimes you just shut up. I can promise you, make a man just shut up. I promise you, just shut it down.
If brothers and sisters can't see that this is a so-called Negro and Hispanic book, I don't know what's wrong. What nation of people use irksome? I mean, you irking my nerves, man. I mean, y'all have to learn to start seeing ourselves in this Bible. Ain't no Caucasian using words like this. They even sound retarded even trying to use the thing, man. Y'all have to see that this is our book, and guess what? All praise to the Most High, we got it back, man.
Yeah, no problem. All praise.
12, when you observe the time, the next thing for them to do is what? Ah, bro, here you go with that Bible stuff.
Yeah.
The white man book. Yeah. Oh man, they don't say nothing about no smoking and that. Nigga, you was just in here in the trap with us. Hey, brother, look, you irking me, man. Other stuff right now, bro. The Bible, it speaks verbatim. Right after verse 12, it say they gonna irk you with all these house of food. He was like, man, that's my partner before you was a fool. Right. Why you was a really fool? Yeah, I'm definitely out of here, man. So we gotta reprove them. Like I say, as soon as you reprove them with one thing, here they go. The white man book. Oh man, you just not growing your brother. Stop it. Stop it, man. So that's this. Like I say, this book, man, verbatim what it do, man. This is tough. I love this Bible. Man.
And what's so bad about it? It was never the white man book when Big Mama was reading it.
Right.
It only became the white man book when you started reading. That's the white man book. But go ahead, finish it out.
The discourse of fools is irksome, and their sport is in the wantonness of sin.
What they dealing in is all about sin. What you dealing in, see, they can't see the kingdom that you see. They can't see that picture. They can't see that America got a fall. They can't see that. You got people right now on Facebook trying their best. Well, America is really the Jerusalem. No, the Bible say this gonna be smoking forever. We're gonna be in the kingdom looking back saying, man, you remember we used to live there? Great city. Children gonna be dead. Why is that always smoking? That's what we used to live.
Hallelujah.
That's because we got some lazy Israelites. See, they don't want to have to build no more highways. They like, we done did our America already dressed up. We don't want to. No, burn this stuff down. I use the dirt road over in Israel. I go ahead and take that one. And they can have the car and the highway. Apparently they got some good roads. They were walking their butt off back then. Where you going, man? I've been running Jerusalem. How long was that? 11 days walk. Literally 11 days walk.
We were never sick, was it?
So we all be in great shape, man. We go back home, we gonna be in good shape. We ain't gotta worry about none of this. We ain't gotta worry about no disease. Oh yeah, you gonna lose the weight. You gonna lose it. Why? We finna go to Lebanon. Walk it? Yes, walk it. Go grab a stick and come on. And that's what's finna happen. Let's go. Let's go. I'm all off the subject, but we done been gone good. Yeah, we on subject. You're right. I'm just out my notes everywhere now. But let's go to 1 King 18. Where did we stop? I know we went there, but I want to come off of that. We're gonna go back to that. Let's go to 1 King 18, 20 through 21.
Y'all, you get your six pack back, man.
And y'all can have them feast days when you're in the kingdom. You're going to get that gut. I promise you, tomorrow, we'll be losing it tomorrow because we got to walk back home. And we ain't walking nowhere close. Ain't nothing down. We ain't hit no blocks. We finna hit some miles, for real miles. They go to 18 and 20. 18 and 20. 1 King.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 20. So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel, and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions?
See, the thing about it, when you part of the world and you part of this, the spirit is true, now you dealing with two opinions. What the Most High say and what the devil gonna say. What the spirit say and what the world gonna say. You dealing with two opinions. He said, what y'all gonna deal with two opinions? That's why you go around men of understanding, like-minded people. You gonna be tugging in your head. I got a headache. Yeah, I bet you do. You tugging in your head, you gonna have a headache. Tylenol can't get rid of that. Because you got light and darkness going on in your head. You don't know what to do. Two different opinions. Go ahead.
And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him.
Do what?
If the Lord be God, follow him.
So if you believe the Lord is God, follow him. He just put it plain. If the Lord be God, follow him. He doing this on the stick. I know he a black dude right here. If the Lord be God, follow him. Get in there and read. I'm going to show you, just like another one. Go ahead.
If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him.
But if it's a Baal, then you follow him. If you like what the devil give you, if you like going through all that bull crap, follow him. You like the club, you like the party, follow him. You like decency and an order, some justice, then follow the Most High.
Right? What that sound like a precept with, man? If anybody thinking how I'm thinking. If God is your God, follow him. But if it's the devil, then follow him. Revelation 3:16. Don't be no lukewarm.
Don't say
Yeah.
I seen him. Don't be lukewarm. If you go follow God wholeheartedly, man. Or if you go want to play the game, then just go play the game with others.
With the devil. Go ahead on. Devil is the devil.
I got a precept on that too.
Go ahead, huh?
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters.
Right.
For either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve Yah and Mammon.
All praises. All praises. Let's finish that out back at
21.
yeah.
If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him. And the people answered him not a word.
Confused. Confounded. That's how we say on it. Confounded. Wait a minute. Now you gotta make a choice. A choice. The red pill or the blue pill. You gotta make it. You're gonna be for the Most High, follow the Most High. If you're gonna be for the devil, man, like they said, that door is a revolving door. You can go right back out there and go to the first party open. Make sure you wear your mask though. They ain't gonna let you in now. You gotta do what they do. Put on your mask and breathe your own breath all day long. Okay, let's go to let's go to 1 Samuel 5 and chapter 5 and 1. Here we go there. Y'all keep coming with new classes while we in the class. Oh, you want to? I know. Tell him to bring it up the next time. Let's go to 1 Samuel 5 and 1. I'll be seeing that sometimes, sometimes you be like, man, when you're doing these classes, sometimes, man, you'll be doing something, and you'll read that, and then next thing you know, you forgot about your class, because you know, now you're over there, now you're pulling precepts over there.
That's like it every time.
Yeah, it do. You got that?
1 Samuel 5 and 1. And the Philistines took the ark of God and brought it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod. When the Philistines took the ark of God, they brought it into the house of Dagon.
Dagon is a god that they worship. Ancient Philistine god. I think we went over that before in the old class. Dagon is a Philistine god, African god. Read.
They brought it into the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. And when they of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord.
See, that's what happened. If you follow God, follow God. If you follow the devil, follow the devil. But the fact of the matter is, this is telling you, when you do follow the devil, because they stole the ark of the covenant, and they gonna bring it into their temple and sit it. They got the nerve to take our stuff that our God gave us and sit it by an idol, their God. So what happened is the night go over, they come back in there in the morning, and they big old statue God is fell over. Bam. Fell down. Bam. Broke into pieces. Because the light can't comprehend the darkness.
That's right. Let me get a precept real quick and give it right back to you.
Okay.
Give me Psalms chapter 96 and verse 5, verse 4. Brothers should all know this. You know, what is it? Psalms 96 and 4.
The book of Psalms, chapter 96, verse 4. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised, he is to be feared above all gods.
So, cause guess what? There are many gods, but let's see if those gods are real or not. We don't know.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
Read verse 5 again.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
Just like what we read in the book of 1 Samuel chapter 5 verse 1. Dagon was a god, but what? It was an idol. Read that again, verse 5.
For all the gods of the nations are idols.
They are idols, meaning what? They are not real. Those are just statues that they put up. Like Islam, the statue, this right here was a statue as well. Read on out.
For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord made the heaven.
But the one true God, the one only God, he's the one that makes the heaven and the earth. Those are the gods of vain.
Yeah,
You go into Amos 5:21. That's dope, bro. It say the Lord didn't make idols. Make dwell in temples made with man hands. It's also going into these idols that was made by man.
Exactly, by man, yep. And you go read a lot of that is in the Apocrypha, man. This is a whole thing about that. Let's go back to 1 Samuel. Chapter 5.
1 Samuel chapter 5 verse 3. And when they of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord. And they took Dagon and set him in his place again.
They done set it back up again. Now, only power Dagon got right now is they keep saying Dagon keep falling over. And it ain't even their God, it's our God doing that. Oh, he failed. He dove at y'all covenant. He missed. They picked him back up. Set him back right there. Well, go ahead.
Verse 4. And when they arose early on the morrow morning, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord.
The light cannot comprehend the darkness. They thought, yeah, because the covenant worked for us. Y'all don't get this. The Ark of the Covenant was for us. And they figured, since they've been helping us out, we take it from them, put it in our temple, and it'll work for us. And then the Most High said, nowhere in the world, I can't comprehend darkness. And they're going to sit it next to their phony God. Man, if they God wanted them to have something, wouldn't they God would have made something for them? Yeah. See, but they gods ain't nothing but idols. Vain philosophies. Go steal theirs. Go steal their power. What kind of God tell you to go steal something? Go steal. Our God ain't gonna steal nothing. Everything he is anyway.
But in the commandments not to see.
Yeah, exactly. Go steal that and put it down. That'll give our God power. That should let them know their God didn't have no power.
Just a little sidebar real quick. Any brother know what an Ark of the Covenant is? I know we done touched on this before.
I'm glad you said that. Somebody been talking about that. I saw that on the Facebook.
Not y'all, Junior. I know y'all know.
Anybody know? Who claim to have it? Put it that way.
The Jews.
What you got?
No, they don't claim to have it. Ethiopians claim to have it. If the Ethiopians had the Ark of the Covenant, they wouldn't need no "We Are the World" song to get no bread and rice. They wouldn't. We wouldn't. Michael Jackson wouldn't have had to do it.
And if the Khazars over there, the real Jews, then why they allowing the Ethiopians to hold the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah, no doubt. That should be a mighty nation right now.
Exactly.
Ethiopia. That's what I said. We wouldn't have been "We Are the World." We wouldn't have had that. Because read that. He gonna tell you what happened to it.
Give me the book of 2 Maccabees chapter 2. Y'all write this precept down. Because even like Captain Jerubbaal brought out the class Wednesday, when Esau is trying to come with lies saying that guess what, the Ark of the Covenant is not real, guess what we do? Come with the Bible. Or saying that some people have it, guess what we do? Come with the Bible. That's what we should do. Brothers should write this down in their apocrypha. It's gonna come up again because I done asked this before.
2 Maccabees 2:2.
Now jump down to verse 4. We get to the point.
Verse 4. It was also contained in the same writing that the prophet, being warned of God, commanded the tabernacle and the ark to go with him. And he went forth into the mountain, where Moses climbed up and saw the heritage of God. And when Jeremy came thither.
And Jeremy is who? The prophet who? Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Read on up.
And when Jeremiah came thither, he found an hollow cave, wherein he laid the tabernacle, and the ark.
And the what?
And the ark.
And the what?
And the ark.
Read on up.
And the altar of incense. And so stopped the door.
And so what?
Stopped the door.
Read on up.
And some of those that followed him came to mark the way.
Came to mark the way.
Like mark
They
the
were
way.
trying to remember where the prophet Jeremiah stored or hid the Ark of the Covenant.
They were putting breadcrumbs. They were putting bread. They marking all the way. They following behind and sneaking up. Put markings. If we gonna find it, when they gonna wait till he put it up, they gonna steal it. But listen.
Read on.
And some of those that followed him came to mark the way, but they could not find
But
it.
they what?
But they could not find it.
Did nobody know? I'm pretty sure the Most High even hid that from the prophet Jeremiah. Read on up.
Which when Jeremiah perceived, he blamed them, saying, as for that place.
As for what?
As for that
So
place.
guess what? Jeremiah was rebuking them. Read on up.
It shall be unknown until the time that God gather his people again together and receive them unto mercy.
So that thing gets hidden.
It's hidden.
Until guess what? The 12 tribes wake back up. Then guess what? On baby on then.
But they're lied to you. We got it. No, you don't.
Even if they did have it, we just read what happened to the last
Yeah.
people that tried to take it.
Yeah.
So these people is some liars. Right.
Man, if they had it, they would have had some food. So if we had it right now, we'd be at the top. Yeah. That's why he said he's gonna bring it back to us.
Right next to that, brothers, put the ark.
Right. Let's go back. What we going back to almost?
Oh, we at first Samuel.
I know, I'm just. Let's start at 4.
Yeah. 1 Samuel chapter 5, verse 4. Verse 4. And when they arose early on the morrow morning, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the ground before the ark of the Lord. And the head of Dagon and both the palms of his hands were cut off upon the threshold.
See, the first time they put it up there, it just fell. Now he ain't gonna try it again. Now this time it's finna just break up. Man, hey, most I said, man, what y'all doing? I just knocked it down. You gonna put it back up? Okay, I'll break it. Go ahead.
Only the stump of Dagon was left to him.
Only what?
Only the stump of Dagon was
Only,
left to him.
then destroyed the whole thing. Now only thing left is the little stand. It's left. Play with our God, man. Don't you think how you gonna steal from us and put it next to your God and try to get your God to work? And, man, y'all gotta, boy, I tell you, boy, ain't nothing like this Bible, man. Y'all be looking for all them stories, reading them magazines, watching the movies. Ain't nothing like these movies and these stories up in here. Man, that's the best stuff, and man, Hollywood can't think about this stuff that's going on. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Therefore, neither the priest of Dagon, nor any that come unto Dagon's house, tread to the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod unto this day.
That's how he shut it down. To this, read that again, the last part. To what day?
Therefore, neither the priest of Dagon, nor any that come unto Dagon's house, tread on the threshold of Dagon in Ashdod unto this day.
They don't even, man, they don't even worship that God no more. Done with him, they dead. That God didn't even work, man. He put him next to that God, and that God, our God tore him up. They said squash it, we ain't gonna mess with it no more. That's how your God works. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. That's what I keep telling y'all. Y'all got the number one. Y'all got number one. Y'all got the only God that works. Y'all toys the only one that run around. Everybody else batteries done ran out. Y'all got that energizer bunny in God. And he ain't never stopped. That's what y'all gotta put him to use, man. Y'all gotta put yourself to use. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 10. Yeah. Let's go to 10 and 21.
First Corinthians chapter 10, verse 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord.
You can't what?
Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devil. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devil.
Some of y'all some two-time Negroes. Eating just hungry, just eating everybody's stuff. You go eat some of God's stuff, you run back over and eat some of the devil's stuff.
You eat feast day stuff and Thanksgiving stuff. Yeah. Eat everything.
That stomach's just gonna blow up. Wonder why you got kidney problems and everything. Cause man, you gotta stay with one table. Either you gonna eat off Most High's table or you gonna eat off the devil's table. Similar plain as that. He's making, like I said, it all starts the same thing. He divided this. Light can't comprehend darkness. That's all it's talking about, man. It's the same thing from the beginning to the end of this book. And you know we're going somewhere. I'm sure one of these going to tell us to keep the commandment. Like we done already been through that. That's all this is about, man. It's a simple lesson to those that have understanding. Now, when you don't have no understanding, this is some difficult stuff. You think I'm doing some goddamn trigonometry around here? No. Calculus, no. Rocket science, no. Only to those that don't understand or don't be around people with understanding. You ain't never gonna get no understanding.
I'm gonna get this precept. I'm just gonna read it out. Sirach 39 and 24. Y'all gonna write these things down on the sidebar. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. Just the bag of what I was going into, man. Because it's plain to you, man. When the scriptures coming out and he's breaking these things down, it's plain. But guess what? To the wicked, it's going to be a stumbling block. Man, I ain't saying what that say. But we just read that thing, man. Precept upon precept and broke that thing down, man. Go ahead.
Oh, praise. That's a great one. That is a perfect one for that class. Let's go.
Read verse 22.
Go ahead.
1 Corinthians 10 and 21. Ye cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devil. Ye cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and the table of devil.
So you can't have it both ways. Read on now.
Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy?
Read that again now.
Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy?
Because when you're doing it, guess what you're doing? You're provoking the Most High. You tempting the Lord to guess what? Bring judgment on you. You can't play them games, brothers and sisters. Oh, I'm a teeter and tatter over here. You don't know where you stand in grace with the Most High God. You know, I'm gonna do this one last time and I ain't gonna do it no more. Hey, he might blow your candle out then, man. It might be too late, so we can't play. Read on now.
Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he?
Are we what?
Are we stronger than he?
Because guess what, man? Our power is nothing compared to the might of the Most High God, man. Like I say, he sent a commandment out. Guess what? Blow your candle out by a car wreck. Or guess what? Take someone that you really love, man. A lot of times, brothers and sisters got to shake that selfish spirit, thinking that judgment won't come upon someone close to you and your family. You know, we got to look about it that way too. Go ahead, Al.
All praise. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Y'all learning something today? All praise.
First Corinthians 3 and 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
So that means if you're the temple of God, that means you got the light in you. Go ahead.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
So sometimes y'all putting out your own candle. How much candle go out? Well, sure, you was in there drinking water and then waste the water on top of your light. It's gone. That means hanging out in that world, man. Going back into that world. Go ahead.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
Do what?
Him shall God destroy.
Most I say that I made that temple. If you're gonna defile it, I'll just kill you. I told you to keep it clean. Ain't you a new car? A new vehicle?
New wine bottle.
New wine bottle? Keep it clean.
And guess what? How do you defile your temple? This goes many ways, carnally and spiritually. Smoking weed, smoking cigarettes. Guess what? Drinking till you get drunk. Guess what? Eating pork. All these different type of things defile your spirit carnally. But the things that defile it spiritually is what? Going into other religions, going into different doctrines, Egyptology. What you say? Idolatry. All these things. That's the spiritual side of defiling your temple.
Or just not coming up out of this world, man. Can't leave the old man alone, man.
Men pleasers.
Men, please. All these things defile the temple, man. When you don't let these things go, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Go ahead. Let's go to 18.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seems to be wise in this world,
If any among you seem to be wise in this world, read.
let him become a fool, that he may be wise.
See, that's one thing. That's a lot of times I'm gonna tell you right now. A lot of your homeboys, a lot of y'all friends, a lot of your homegirls, they don't want to come to this truth because they realize they were a fool. They don't like to admit that. That's because I know a dude right now, he loves the Christian church. He's great when it comes to the Christian world. He don't want to give that up because you got to become a fool when you come in this truth.